at the end of the Sabbath day, as it was done and toward the first day of the week. What day is the Sabbath day? The Sabbath day.
Or what we call Saturday.
It's Saturday, isn't it? We just told you the day before the first day of the week, and the first day of the week is Sunday. Everybody know that. So that means that it was on a Saturday. Go ahead and read. Show you what happened when they got to the grave at the end of the Sabbath, as it was done and toward the first day of the week. Show you what happened. Go ahead and read.
And behold, there was a great earthquake.
Go ahead.
For the angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled back the stone from the door and sat upon it.
Go ahead and read.
His countenance was like lightning, and his raiment white as snow.
Go ahead.
And for fear of him the keepers did shake, and became as dead men. And the angel answered and said unto the women, Fear not ye.
Go ahead.
For I know that ye seek Jesus, which was crucified. He is not here.
Go ahead.
For he is risen, as he said.
Now when was this? At the end of the Sabbath, as it was done and toward the first day. So he was gone already then,
Right.
When they got there at the end of the Sabbath, as it was done and toward the first day of the week, he was gone.
That's right.
Now, the Lord sent the angel Gabriel to tell Daniel that he would be cut off in the midst of the week. See, Daniel didn't tell you that. All you got to do is go back and read it. That was the Lord that sent the angel Gabriel to tell Daniel that he will be cut off in the middle of the week. And that is Wednesday, right? Because we ain't got to go through the Good Friday Easter thing, do you? Know? you done figured out already that's a fable. Because you can count to 3. So you know that's a fable. Now, let's try the midst of the week. Because we got to go we can't go past near the end of the side. We can't go past that. So let's start from there and count back then and see where that takes us. So now, if we count back from Saturday just before sundown to Friday just before sundown, is 1 day and 1 night, right?
That's right.
And from Friday just before sundown to Thursday just before sundown is 2 days and 2 nights, right? And from Thursday just before sundown to Wednesday just before sundown is 3 days and 3 nights. That's the middle of the week, ain't it?
Yep.
So everything lines up then, don't it?
That's right.
Good Friday, that don't fly. You gonna do it anyway, but I'm telling you right now, it don't mean nothing. I know you're gonna do it. You can't wait to have a Good Friday service and sunrise service Easter Sunday morning. And none of it means absolutely nothing to the Lord, because the Lord told you, Jesus himself told you in the 15th chapter of Matthew, if you do it according to tradition of men and not according to the commandments of God, you are doing it all in vain. You know what vain means? Nothing. You're wasting your time. You might as well go somewhere, eat, drink, and be merry. So now, we got the master, and he was cut off in the middle of the week, and he caused the animal sacrifice to cease. Therefore, now, you still got to keep the Passover, but you don't kill an animal anymore to keep it. That's why on that last Passover that he kept, that's why he gave you the bread and the wine. And I'm going to show you what that bread and that wine represented. We're going to get to that a little bit later. Now, we read where Jesus said that, the Son of Man will be betrayed and be crucified, and they're going to put him to death, and he will rise again on the 3rd day. And we see that is when he rose. He rose on the 3rd day, right?
That's right.
Because Saturday, just before sundown, would be the 3rd day, wouldn't it?
That's right.
Now, let's go to Mark chapter 14, and we'll pick it up at verse 1. Because now, if he is the Passover, he had to die on the Passover day, didn't he? He had to die on that day. Because everything must apply. He's a male lamb without blemish. That's what the Passover was. Then that lamb was called the Passover. Jesus called the Passover. It was the blood of that Passover lamb that redeemed the people, and it is the blood of Jesus, the Passover, that redeems us today. Everything is lining up. Let's go now to Mark chapter 14, and we're gonna pick it up at verse 1. Mark 14, we're gonna pick it up at verse. Still a Passover now. He done sat down that night and ate the Passover with them. Now it is the morning of the Passover. Passover won't end until the sun go down. Mark chapter 14 and read verse 1. Then we're going to skip. Go ahead and read.
After 2 days was the feast of the Passover and of unleavened bread. And the chief priests and the scribes sought how they might take him by craft and put him to death.
Now, you know, this is the morning of the Passover here that we are dealing with. Let's go now. Let's skip. Skip down to verse 12. Go ahead and read.
And the first day of unleavened bread, when they killed the Passover.
Now he said the first day of unleavened bread when they killed. That was not the morning of. We get into the morning of it. I made a mistake. Now it said the first day of unleavened bread when they killed the Passover. Go ahead and read.
His disciples said unto him, Where wilt thou that we go and prepare that thou mayest eat the Passover?
Go ahead and read.
And he sendeth forth 2 of his disciples and saith unto them, Go ye into the city, and there shall meet you a man bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him.
Now, you know, same thing we read in Matthew. Go ahead and read. I'm just reading this because I'm going to show you how it all happened. Show you how he ate the Passover that night, and he died on the Passover as well. Go ahead and read on.
And wheresoever he shall go in, say ye to the good man of the house, The master saith, Where is the guest chamber, where I shall eat the Passover with my disciples?
Go ahead.
And he will show you a large upper room, furnished and prepared. There make ready for us. And his disciples went forth and came into the city, and found as he had said unto them, and they made ready the Passover.
And he got the Passover lamb ready. Go ahead and read on.
And in the evening he cometh with the 12.
Go ahead.
And as they sat and did eat, Jesus said, Verily I say unto you, one of you which eateth with me shall betray me.
Now that is the evening of the Passover. Now we are going into the morning of the Passover. Pick it up at Mark chapter 15 and verse 1. 15 and 1. 15 and 1. Go ahead and read.
And straightway in the morning the chief priests held a consultation with the elders and scribes and the whole council, and bound Jesus and carried him away and delivered him to Pilate.
Now, so now they didn't help this council. These chief priests now, you know, they didn't help this council. Now they delivered him up to the Gentile, to Pilate. Go ahead and read on.
And Pilate asked him, Art thou the king of the Jews?
Go ahead.
And he answering said unto him, Thou sayest it.
Yeah.
Keep on.
Go ahead.
And the chief priests accused him of many things, but he answered nothing.
Go ahead.
And Pilate asked him again, saying, Answerest thou nothing? Behold, how many things they witness against thee. But Jesus yet answering nothing, so that Pilate marveled. Now at that feast he released unto them one prisoner, whomsoever they desired. And there was one named Barabbas, which lay bound with them that had made insurrection with them,
Go ahead.
who had committed murder in the insurrection. And the multitude crying out loud began to desire him to do as he had ever done unto them. But Pilate answered them, saying, Will ye that I release unto you, King of the Jews? For he knew that the chief priests had delivered him for envy.
So, you know, Pilate knew what was going on. You know, read other scripture. That's why Pilate just washed his hands of the whole thing. You know, they delivered him up. Pilate said, I'm going to wash my hands of this man's innocent blood. You know, he knew what the Jews were doing. Go ahead and read on. But
the chief priests moved the people that he should rather release Barabbas unto them.
Who was it that moved the people? The chief priests. You know, these are the religious people there. Now, they are the one that moved. You know, they're the one that really instigated this thing. Because Pilate was ready to let him go. But then they instigated the thing and they moved the people. Go ahead and read on.
And Pilate answered and said again unto them, What will ye then that I shall do unto him ye call the King of the Jews? And they cried out again, Crucify him.
Look what they said to him. They said, Crucify him. Go ahead and read on.
Then Pilate said unto them, Why? What evil have he done? And they cried out the more exceedingly, Crucify him.
So now this was the morning of the Passover. You know, the Jews, they didn't have their little trumped up trial. Now they delivered him up to Pilate, and they're having another little trumped up trial. And now they done cried out, Crucify him. This was still the morning of the Passover. Skip down to verse 24 now. Go ahead and read.
And when they had crucified him,